Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome to IELTS.com IELTS Task 1 Writing Lessons with me, Trevor Gordon. Today we're going to look at some sample essay reviews. So this is a series of videos where in each one we're going to look at a different type of Task 1 essay. As you can see, we're going to look at plans, bar charts, processes or cycles, line graphs, pie charts, and tables. So let's begin. So these final videos for writing task 1, we're going to look at some sample essays. When you prepare for the exam, you should always read good samples to see what you need to achieve. Sample essays are good to read for the following reasons: the vocabulary used, the grammar used, the sentence structures used, how to use the data, how to write your overviews, and how to use punctuation. So you can read good examples of each one in this series, and they will show you what you need to follow. So first we're going to look at a line graph. Let's move that. Going to look at a line graph. Very simple line graph. So the title is, the graph shows the information about the international conferences in 3 capital cities in 1980 to 2010. Sometimes you can write this, but to be careful, you should write from, to, or between, and. That was just me writing the title, so I didn't. Anyway, you get what I mean. So we can see we have our y-axis, our x-axis, 3 groups. It's a very simple line graph. So we look at, the first thing we look at is the title. So in the title, we've paraphrased it. We've used compares instead of shows. We've written in terms of instead of about the, or instead of about. We've written hosted from 1980 instead of this, or we can say between 1980 2010. Either one of these is fine. If it's one, change it to the other. If it's that one, change it back. So then we look at the overview. It is clear that the number of conferences in City A and City B declined over this period. It is very clear. In contrast, opposite, in City C, the number of conferences saw a rapid increase until 2000. Rapid increase until 2000. So our overview tells us almost everything we need to know. So overview, conferences declined in A and B, increased in C. That's what happened. First paragraph. In 1980, there were 35 international conferences in City A compared with 30 in City B. 35, 30. So that's our starting point. This also tells us that we're going to talk about City A and City B because this is our topic sentence. So the rest of the information is going to be about these 2 cities. Despite similar fluctuations, these figures then decreased overall until 2005, when both cities hosted 27 conferences. So similar fluctuations, similar, the patterns are very similar and they're fluctuating. And they're also descending or decreasing. Both hosted 27. Okay, round about 27. I would say round about 27, not exactly 27, because it's not on the line. Okay. By 2010, which is the end, conferences in City B had overtaken, oh, you can't read that very well, a mistake, but that says overtaken, the number in City A, which is true, with 26 and 24 international conferences respectively. Okay, maybe you should say round about 26 or approximately 24 and in the region of 26. That would give you a slightly higher increase in your score, because really it shouldn't be exact if it's not on the line. But again, it's a small thing. So the paragraph compares city A and city B, compares 1980 figures, gives a number for 2005. So 1980, 2005, when both cities had the same, and then compares the final numbers. So it measures here, here, and here. Fine. Then the next paragraph, clearly City C. City C held no international conferences in 1980. There. However, which tells us this is going to change. It was then the venue for 20 conferences, exactly, in 1990, and by the year 2000, this figure had risen dramatically to 35, correct. The number then remained higher that should be a comparison, than the other two, which is higher than A and B, although it fell slightly to 31 conferences by the end of the period, roughly 31. So this is 164 words, more than the 150 you need. It's fine, you could add even more. If you want to, you can take it up to about 180, which is most people's guideline is 150 plus 30. So there's still room here for maneuver. So this paragraph uses city C as a contrast to cities A and B and gives figures for the 4 different points. There, 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 and there. Okay, this essay demonstrates several points which contribute to a high band score. The points below should be followed to produce a high-scoring essay. The vocabulary used is not too complex, but is used accurately. Change language is used well and in variation. Change language is in green, so review the video, look at the change language, look at the variation. Grammar uses simple and complex sentences mixed together. No grammar errors because obviously it's been written by a native. Sentence structure is the same as above, mixed and simple and complex. The data is grouped into increases and decreases due to the amount of information. There isn't much information, so we've just done it in the easiest way possible, up or down. But the paragraphs have been used well. 1 paragraph for up, 1 paragraph for down. The overview is simple but describes the graph accurately. That's also very important. Your overview can mean the difference between a good score and a lesser score. So always try to write a good overview, not too long, without data. 2 to 3 sentences describing only what you can see. Do not read any data and include it. Punctuation is used correctly in complex sentences for clauses and between conjunctions. So what it's saying is when we use a complex sentence, often we have to put commas in there to separate different clauses. It's been used correctly. And it's been used correctly between different conjunctions. So we have the data figures in red, comparison in brown, and dynamic language in green. So that's the end of the lesson. Please go back and review the video as many times as you feel you need or you want to. Please subscribe to the channel, like and comment, and click the notification button. So when a new video is published, you will be informed immediately. You can also visit our website at www.dumaghettyielts.com, and we also have online courses which I have created. If you would like to take an online course which is very competitively priced, visit our course, and you can try a few of the lessons and see what you think before you commit yourself to purchasing. You can also book classes with us by going to our rates page. So it will be domagettielts.com/rates, but you can find that quite easily by going to the home page. And you can contact us directly. So if you want one-to-one online classes with myself, then please take the necessary steps. So thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next video.